Before I get on out of here, I had to talk about a story that's very, very important. And albeit indirectly, it involves Caitlin Clark.
What if the biggest story in women's basketball isn't about what happened on the court, but about what happened behind the scenes? Imagine a player who has helped bring millions of new fans to the sport, packed arenas across the country, and sparked record-breaking television ratings, yet still finds herself at the center of endless controversy. Is it simply part of being a rising superstar, or is there something much bigger unfolding? Recently, conversations surrounding Caitlin Clark have taken another dramatic turn. Analysts, fans, and sports commentators have all been debating whether some key decisions were based purely on basketball or influenced by other factors. Among those speaking out is Stephen A. Smith, who questioned whether the league is making choices that could affect its own future growth. His comments have fueled an even larger discussion across the sports world. Today, we'll take a closer look at the events, separate confirmed facts from public opinion, and explore why this story has captured so much attention. Stay with us until the end, because some of the details and reactions might surprise you. Over the past year, few athletes have generated as much excitement as Caitlin Clark. Long before she entered professional basketball, she had already become one of the sport's most recognizable names. Her remarkable college career attracted record television audiences, sold out arenas, and introduced millions of new viewers to women's basketball. Expectations were enormous, and many believed her transition to the professional level would mark the beginning of a new era for the game. However, with that level of popularity came constant attention and intense debate. Every performance, every decision, and every headline involving Clark quickly became a major topic across sports media. While many celebrated the increased interest she brought to the league, others questioned whether the spotlight surrounding one player was becoming too overwhelming. The conversation became even louder after a recent roster decision sparked widespread discussion. Fans across social media immediately began asking whether basketball considerations alone influenced the outcome, or if additional factors may have played a role. Although league officials explained that roster selections involve experience, chemistry, and long-term planning, many supporters remained unconvinced. Among the most vocal commentators was Stephen A. Smith. During his television appearances, he argued that leaving one of the sport's biggest attractions out of such a high-profile opportunity could have significant consequences, not only for the player but also for the league's ability to reach new audiences. His comments quickly spread across social media, creating another wave of debate among basketball fans. It's important to note that these opinions represent public commentary rather than confirmed facts. No official evidence has suggested that the decision was motivated by anything other than the selection committee's basketball judgment. Still, the discussion highlighted how invested fans have become in Clark's career, and how closely every major decision involving her is examined. Whether people agreed with Smith or not, one thing became clear. Caitlin Clark's influence now extends far beyond the basketball court. Television ratings, ticket sales, media coverage, and online conversations all seem to rise whenever her name appears in the headlines. And as the debate continued to grow, many began asking an even bigger question. Could this controversy shape the future direction of women's basketball itself? That question would soon become the center of an even larger conversation. As public discussion intensified, many analysts shifted their focus from the roster decision itself to the broader impact Caitlin Clark has had on women's basketball. Regardless of where people stand on the debate, one point is difficult to ignore. Her arrival has brought an unprecedented level of attention to the league. Television audiences have grown, ticket demand has increased, and games featuring Clark have consistently generated some of the highest levels of fan engagement. In several cities, teams even moved games to larger arenas to accommodate increased attendance. For many observers, this demonstrated that her popularity extends well beyond traditional basketball fans. Stephen A. Smith emphasized this point during his commentary. He argued that professional sports are not only about competition, but also about connecting with audiences and growing the game. In his view, When a player consistently attracts new viewers, that impact deserves serious consideration. While some agreed with his perspective, others maintained that roster decisions should remain focused solely on basketball performance and team chemistry. The differing opinions created an ongoing conversation across television, podcasts, and social media. Some fans believed experience should always come first, while others argued that extraordinary talent and influence can sometimes justify different decisions. Neither side appeared willing to back down, making the discussion one of the biggest sports stories of the season. At the same time, Clark continued to face enormous expectations every time she stepped onto the court. Every impressive performance was celebrated, while every difficult game became the subject of intense criticism. Few rookie athletes have experienced this level of attention so early in their professional careers. Physical play also became a major talking point throughout the season. Basketball has always been a competitive and physical sport, and Clark often found herself involved in hard fouls and aggressive defensive matchups. Many fans believed some of those plays crossed the line, while others argued they reflected the normal intensity of professional basketball. These moments quickly spread across social media, where short clips often generated millions of views within hours. Sports Debate shows analyzed individual plays repeatedly, with commentators offering very different interpretations of what had happened. As a result, nearly every game involving Clark became part of a much larger national conversation. Through it all, Clark largely avoided fueling the controversy herself. Instead of responding to every headline or public debate, she consistently focused on basketball, praised her teammates, and spoke respectfully about her opponents during interviews. That professional approach earned praise from many fans and analysts who admired her ability to stay focused despite constant media attention. Meanwhile, speculation about her future continued to circulate online. Various rumors appeared across social media, but very little was supported by official statements or verified reporting. As always, it's important to separate online speculation from confirmed information. Even so, the non-stop discussion raised another important question. If one player can generate this much attention, excitement, and debate, what does that mean for the future growth of women's basketball? That question would soon become the focus of an even larger conversation involving league leadership, media personalities, and basketball fans around the world. As this story continues to unfold, one thing has become impossible to ignore. Caitlin Clark's impact reaches far beyond points scored, assists recorded, or games won. Whether you agree with every opinion surrounding her or not, her influence on women's basketball has sparked conversations that extend well beyond the hardwood. Fans, analysts, former players, and media personalities all seem to have different perspectives, but they share one thing in common: they're paying attention. The recent debates have highlighted how quickly a single decision can become a nationwide discussion. Some believe every roster decision should be based strictly on basketball strategy, while others argue that growing the sport and attracting new audiences also deserves consideration. Both viewpoints continue to fuel passionate conversations across television, podcasts, and social media. Throughout all of this, Caitlin Clark has largely allowed her game to do the talking. Rather than responding to every rumor or headline, she has remained focused on improving as a professional athlete and helping her team compete. That approach has earned respect from many fans who appreciate seeing an athlete stay composed despite constant public attention. At the same time, it's important to remember that much of the discussion surrounding this situation consists of opinions, interpretations, and speculation. Unless information comes directly from official league announcements or verified interviews, it should be viewed carefully. Sports debates often become emotional, and online rumors can spread much faster than confirmed facts. What cannot be disputed, however, is the excitement surrounding women's basketball today. Attendance has increased, television audiences have grown, and millions of new fans have discovered the sport over the past year. That's something everyone involved, from players and coaches to fans and broadcasters, can celebrate. The biggest question now isn't simply what happened in one roster decision. The real question is what happens next. Will this chapter motivate Clark to continue elevating her game and silence critics through her performances? Will the league continue building on the incredible momentum it has gained? And can everyone involved use this moment to focus on growing the sport instead of dividing its fan base? Only time will provide those answers. One thing history has shown is that every great athlete faces challenges. Every superstar encounters criticism, setbacks, and moments that test their resilience. Those obstacles often become defining moments that shape remarkable careers.